How's it? Right, thanks for joining us, guys. This is a 42 and 12 gameplay on Plaza. It's a ground war domination game. Dug it out the vault the other day. It's a bit of a rare one because I don't play a lot of ground war. So thought, yeah, I might as well pick this one up and use it for the commentary. It's a fairly decent game. It's a bit slow in round one, I think. Pull in a lot of the score streaks in round two. But the whole point of this commentary is for the newbies out there, I guess. Yeah, by all means, if you're a decent player, stick around and check out the video. But it's for the newbies out there, how to improve your Call of Duty game, how to become a better Call of Duty player. And there are lots of things you can do. And I'm doing this video because back when I started in Black Ops 1, I was pretty rubbish. That was my first experience with Call of Duty multiplayer. I had just played campaigns before that, really, as far as Call of Duty went. So Modern Warfare 2 didn't get into any of the multiplayer side of things. And my KD was rubbish. Black Ops 1, we were talking 0.8. I didn't understand the spawn systems, where enemies were likely to run on the maps. I just used to randomly, just run around and around and around and hopefully bump into somebody, which I think a lot of newbie players do. There's a lot of other common mistakes I think that new players to the game are going to make, and we'll go through some of that. By the way, if you liked the new intro on this video, it was just something nice, simplistic I put together. You'll see it's different to a few of the earlier videos I did with the sort of the ink dropping into the water, which was a bit long for me. So I wanted something a little bit more simplistic that just got you straight into the video, didn't muck about too much. That dragging you through a long intro before you even got into any commentary. So let me know what you think about it. So anyway, back to this. As I said, there's a lot of things you can do to improve your gameplay, and in this video or commentary rather, I'm going to be focusing on one first of all, and it's not about throwing flashbangs into walls that bounce into your face and get you killed. What we're going to be covering here actually is map navigation and the mini-map. How to understand where the enemy is. Because as I said already, Black Ops 1, I used to run around in a mad panic, wondering where the hell the enemy was and just hoping to bump into somebody. And I think I would be lucky if, I got sort of 10 kills in a game. So essentially what you want to be doing is, to understand where the enemy is you need to be wherever your teammates aren't. So I can't, looking at the moment, there's a counter UAV up, so I can't say a lot about where my teammates are. But from the game so far, they were always off to the right hand side of the map, and every map is going to be obviously a little bit different, and you need to pick the routes that you are more comfortable with, that suits your game style. For me in particular, running an SMG on this one, I don't want to go down the right hand side of the map. There's a lot of buildings there. You get guys camping up on the roof. You have guys coming from different angles from around the edges, from within the buildings, from on top of the buildings. It's difficult to deal with, and not having the range on an SMG, you want to pick a route that's going to suit the gun and your game style. So apart from this section here, I generally tend to go on this map down the left hand side. I'm now pushing for the right because my teammates are more on the left hand side, and in terms of understanding where the enemy is, you need to be where your teammates aren't, because it's more likely that the enemy is going to be there. That's what you have to push for. So I start over here and I think, right, where are my teammates? They're all off to the left hand side there, up near B domination flag, and that's one of the important things for any new player, or any player that doesn't have your sort of mark of J XCal skills and being able to just rush into the center and take guys out. Um, yeah, if you play domination, that's great. You'll know where the B flag is. Don't rush the B flag. Simple as that. Stick to the outskirts of the map. If you don't play domination, you play a lot more sort of TDM. It's good to play some domination. Understand where that B flag is. You know that's going to be the high traffic area, and stay away from it. Come from different angles from the side. Try and flank the guys. It's important to get around the sides of your enemies. Look for unfair gunfights, shooting them in the back, shooting them from the side. That's what you want. So don't make the big mistake that all newbie players make and rush the center of the map. You're just going to run into a whole world of fucking trouble, and you're going to die, and you'll go massive negative, fucking 10 and 20 or 10 and 30 by the time the game's over. So move to the outskirts of the map. You can see I'm getting a little bit adventurous, and it nearly gets me shot. Focused on the one guy, and in a domination game, there's a lot going on around you. So there's a good bloody chance, around the B flag that I'm going to get shot in the back. And I do here. I push back into the B. I take out one or two guys, get a few kills there, but then I get shot in the back. And that's what happens. So if you're trying to build your score streaks up, you don't want to be rushing the B flag. Enemy over there, he's doing exactly what you should be trying to do, and that's push around the edges and get into your team spawn. Again, focus on where your teammates are. I can see they are all off to the left-hand side, hanging around the buildings, around what is it? Whatever our flag is there, C domination flag, and they're probably running a lot of LMGs, assault rifles, sniper rifles maybe, trying to take advantage of the buildings and sitting up on top of the roof, waiting for the guys to come at them. And that's good because it enables me to get up here into the enemy spawn. And this is where you've got to start to be a little cautious about how you move about, because there's bound to be guys spawning here. Your enemy is going to be spawning nearby. So you need to be careful. I was just checking the roof. I thought, it's a high chance you might get a sniper up on the roof. Look out for, your bouncing betties and claymores. But check here. Now I'm in the spawn. Two guys taken out there. And I do this a few times. I get up into their spawn, and some of the enemy gets shot. And all of a sudden they respawn in, running past, not realizing I'm there. And I get to take them out easy. Kill them from the side, from behind. They didn't even know I was there. And that's my game style. I prefer to run sort of under the radar. Not so much in the way of Ghost, because although I may be using Ghost in this gameplay, I run Flak Jacket a lot these days. But I counter that with a launcher, so I can take out any UAVs. But I do like silencers. If you are trying to be a rusher, not everybody has the skills to do it, and without running a silenced weapon, you're going to be drawing a lot of attention to yourself. So for me, I prefer to stick with a silenced weapon. But that's essentially it as far as map navigation goes. You just need to be aware, keep focusing on your mini map. UAVs are popular in this game, so you should always have a good understanding of where the enemy is. This is very likely your teammates are throwing up some UAVs, so you'll see exactly where the guys are. But you can see, apart from my teammate here, I'm pushing the edges of the map, moving around the outside, pushing for their spawn, and staying away from where my teammates are, because they're all focused on waiting that B domination flag. Check, here's another two guys. I'm up in their spawn. They don't even know I'm there. I'm attacking them from behind, and that's what you want. You're running into unfair gunfights from an enemy's point of view. So you've got a better chance of winning them. Your head-to-head gunfights are going to be dodgy. So you're not always going to win those. So keep pushing the edges of the map, flank like hell, without rushing. You don't want to be running round corners. You want to be walking around corners, ready for any enemy that might be around the corner. You would have seen it at the beginning of the game. coming around those doorways, there's a good chance because you can't get many angles there. It's difficult to flank. You're going to be running head on head, head to head with somebody. So you've got to be ready for that. You know, go from a hip fire position to an aim down sight position. Um, but that's it as far as this tips and tricks, if you want to call it, video is concerned. Next commentary, we're going to focus on another element, and that'll add another sort of improvement to your game. But that's it for now. Cheers.